So data for us is huge. As accountants, tax advisors, we are taking that data or being given that data by clients, making sure that they're meeting their compliance requirements. And then the bit where we can really add the value to clients is kind of interpreting that data in a way that they understand and that can help their business.
Well, we've been a predominantly cloud practice for quite a long time. We moved on to Xero back in 2012, I think it was, so we're sort of relatively early adopters. But we've seen a real shift even in the last 3 years. We're moving more and more to trying to get the majority of our clients to have access to real-time data, instead of it being something that's looked at, maybe at best once a quarter, failing that once a year. And we're trying to get people access to more than just Xero. So it's not one app, it's how many different apps will fit together with the business to give them the best control of and view over their data.
Using the client's data is becoming much more important. I can easily see a situation in a relatively short period of time, maybe in the next 2 years, because of, say, making tax digital, the government initiative, we'll be paying tax sooner. We'll still pay the same amount of tax, but rather than collecting it 9 months after the end of a company's financial year, it might be you pay it sort of in the accounting period, and the last payment is a catch-up one 6 months after the end of the year, because they'll be getting data more regularly, they'll be getting information more regularly. It will be part of the VAT return submissions, effectively, for most businesses.
A bunch of stuff that was meant to be announced or would normally have been announced with the budget was dropped on a random Tuesday in the end of March, so that sort of lots of consultations and policy documents, and hidden among around 30 odd announcements, there was a piece on more frequent income tax payments. So instead of doing one big tax return at the end of the year, it's always been sort of bundled up in NTD that you would have periodic tax returns or reporting to HMRC, but we might actually see people essentially paying tax in real time using technology. That would be an interesting move. So instead of waiting for people to pay it all at the end of the year, you just essentially pay tax either on a monthly basis or even in on each transaction as you go.
If you don't have good up-to-date data that gives you a really genuine view over where you're at with your business and who you owe money to and who owes money to you, and which areas of your business are performing well and which are struggling, then you can't possibly make well-informed decisions about what you can change in your business to help you to survive something like COVID-19. And we found that those of our clients who've been best able to pivot what they do, change their focus, it's been where they've had that access to real-time data.
Well, as this grows, this use of cloud accounting grows, the infrastructure is going to be a really, really important part of the delivery of the service to the client. It means that you need to have a safe and secure way of being able to transfer data between client and the accountant, and for the accountant to be able to rely on that data and its accuracy. So in terms of the integrity of the data, the availability of the data, as well as the confidentiality, that will also become really, really critical to that business advisor function that the accountant will deliver.